Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. There's a lot to unpack today. There's a lot to unpack. Let's start with Ton. Ton was down for 4 hours. And people are wondering, why was it down for 4 hours? What happened? What happened? Why was it? It was down because it went to the dogs. I know, it's a bad pun. It's a bad pun, but truly, it went to the dogs. Apparently, there's a new meme coin called Dogs, and that launch led to. Sorry, my hands dry. I need some lotion. And that led to a a flood of traffic that they were unexpected, and they said that this isn't the first time this has happened. And all that tells me is that Ton is growing. So everything went to the dogs. Literally, that's the name of the coin, dogs. And network goes down for 4 hours, validators. But here's what I like. You know what? I'm even going to use this word. Here's what I love about this whole event. What happened? The Ton team came out and said what happened, why it happened, what they're doing to fix it, and then they fixed it. I know of another network that doesn't do that. That clearly states this is why something went awry, and this is how we're going to fix it. Solana doesn't do that. Solana does not do that. Toncoin did, and that's the perfect reaction that I want from a blockchain. That's the perfect reaction. Hey, we're looking into what happened. Hey, we figured out what happened. This is what happened. Hey, we're about to fix it, or we're trying to fix it. We'll get back to you. Hey, we're about to fix it because we figured out how to fix it, and we're implementing that now. Boom, 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 boom. And then, of course, we fixed it. That's some normal stuff right there. That's some normal stuff right there. Business continuity planning at its best. So where I was not a fan of Ton before, that team has won me over in big, big, big fashion. They have validated my move the other day when I bought more Ton. Hat tip to you and the team. Hat tip to all of you. You want to know something else that's going on with Ton? So the CEO of Telegram was arrested in France, right? And everybody's banging on France, like, hey, you need to let him go. You need to let him go. You need to let him go. UAE said, you know what, France, you're not going to let him go? All of a sudden, we don't need those fighter jets. They paused a fighter jet deal and are dangling that over France until they release this guy. That's a big wow. Because you're talking about millions, and actually you could be talking about billions of dollars worth of business that France is going to miss out on. That'll probably go to some American company because France couldn't get their ish together. When I say the pressure is on France to let Durov go, I mean the pressure is on, like hard. If France has a real case, they better bring it to the public and fast. Because if they don't, there's more trouble in their direction. There's more trouble in their direction. So that didn't impact. I mean, it impacted Toncoin for a little bit, right? Then you had the outage. What happened immediately after the outage? It went down and came right back up because the outage was for a good reason. Came right back up. I was expecting it to be down to like 50 something. Nope. Not today. Not today. So I'm just sitting back. I'm waiting for France to wake up. Then institutional investors and retail investors, you would think in this market that a lot of people are pumping the brakes, and they are. But you have a lot of other people and a lot of other institutions saying, I don't care about your little sell-off. Don't care. Buying more. Thank you. Buying more. Massive inflows. Massive Bitcoin ETF inflows. These people aren't playing games. That tells you that if you have a group of institutions, a group of retail investors, like massive groups, and they're buying, and the market's still down, that tells you that there's manipulation afoot. That's what it tells you. Straight up. Straight the heck up. Buddy Boy buying $28 million worth of Ethereum a week or so ago, and then putting it back on Binance to sell it at $24 million, taking a $4 million shave. Dude, wait a month. What are you doing? But no, he's dumping. So people were wondering why the market went down. That's why. That's why. And leverage. Long squeezes happen. Longs got squeezed. Longs got wrecked. Longs got wrecked. Well, you're using leverage. I don't want to hear that I'm a long, I'm a short, I don't like hearing that. You know why? Because all you're saying to me is, I'm risking it. Now, can you hit big? Yes. Can you lose even bigger? Yes. Have fun with that. Have fun with that. Cool beans. You do you. You do you. Just saying. Just saying. Then, some really good news. Sony is not playing games. Sony is not playing games. So I told you about Soneium, last week before last, something like that. So Soneium is their blockchain platform, or is their blockchain, and it's a layer 2 on Ethereum. They've launched their mainnet called Minato. That's not the news, though. That's not the news. The news is, in addition to that, they're offering dev incentives. Sony's about to make some noise. Sony is about to make some noise, because if you think that they don't have their own developers on this, you'd be sadly mistaken. But now they're saying, hey, we've got our people working on stuff. We want you working on it too. Here are the incentives. Come over here. Let's go. Let's bring this. Wow. Don't forget, Sony also bought an exchange. Sony bought an exchange. Don't miss out on that. So I think Soneium is going to be big. Right? I'm telling you, all you need is for Sony to say, oh, we're going to have fiat and Soneium as a way for you to purchase things in all our games. Done. That would be like a ton kind of thing. You know, the open network, ton coin. It would be that kind of thing. That would be, except it's Sony. So it would be perpetuating, right? Because Sony's got tons of games. They got tons of people on their network playing all the time, paying every month. I'm just saying, they have a lot of opportunity. Sony that's going to represent a massive catalyst. I think it's going to represent a massive, massive catalyst. So they're not a small player in gaming. I thought it was going to be a big deal when those two gaming guys created Gala. That's nothing. That's nothing compared to this. Jack. This is going to be huge. Huge. I thought Animoca Brands coming out and doing, buying into all these games and building out. Sony's going to be huge. I absolutely think Sony's going to be huge. Then you have DBS Bank piloting a new blockchain-based government payouts solution in association with Singapore Fintech Association and Enterprise Singapore, leading toward improved efficiency and transparency in financial disbursements by the government. DBS is not playing games either. DBS is all about crypto, all about blockchain. I'm telling you, pay attention. Pay attention. While all these people are selling off, I'm not looking for a reason to buy. I'm looking for which one to buy. That's how I'm seeing the news right now. That's literally how I'm seeing the news right now. It's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. So, Toncoin goes to the dogs, launch of dogs. Not the first time it's happened, so they're aware, and I cannot believe that they wouldn't be trying to grow the number of validators and everything else. to handle that level of traffic, because it's happened a couple of times. And I'm sitting back and I'm just going, ooh. And the transparency of the outage. When was the last time you heard Solana be transparent about one of their outages? I'll wait. Yeah. Yeah, not a thing, is it? No, sir. Not a thing. It's not a thing. So I'm sitting back and I'm just going, ooh. So all I can say is, ooh, it's going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy. But you know what we should do? That's right. We should get into the numbers. Let me move my notes out of the way. Let's start with the top 25 losers on the GMB crypto tracker. And let's see. Polygon down 10%. You want to know what I'm probably going to go out and buy? That's right. I'm probably going to run and go buy some Polygon. Probably going to run and add to my bag of Polygon. It's got a GMBX factor of 5.45x. I'm probably going to run out and buy some Polygon. Pause for applause. The reason why, look at the price right now. The price quote is at 45 cents. Again, this updates every 10 minutes, so I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'm probably going to make an adjustment to do it every 5 minutes, but whatever. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying to myself, wait a minute. Polygon's got it going on. 45 cents? Wasn't it 50 cents just a few days ago? That would be a 10% move. That'd be a 10% move in my favor. Greater than 10% technically. To get back to 50 cents, you're at a nickel. Because 10% move from right here would be 4.9 cents, which would be 49 cents. Still good. So I'm sitting back and I'm going, yeah, I'm probably going to get in just because of the trade value, let alone the move from Matic to Polygon and introducing Polygon 2.0. Just saying, there's some things right there that I'm sitting back and I'm looking at and I'm going, yep, I'm all about it. Continue going down to see who I'm looking at. Phantom is down 8%. They have a GMBX factor of 6.67. Sui is down 8%. They have a GMBX factor of only 0.99x. That ought to tell you something. So yes, it's new. But didn't I give you news last night? No, I'm not going to say jack. I gave you news last night about Sui. Should be paying attention to it. Go back and watch the videos. Let's see. Lido, I think it's Lido. 79, it's down 7%. It's got a GMB X factor of 1.17x. Let's see. Who else is on here? Book of Meme is down 7%. You just saw everything switch. Let's see. Any big changes? Nope, not really. Ordi down 7%. Let's see, Book of Meme has a GMBX factor of 3.14. Ordi has a GMBX factor of 2.2x. Ethereum name service is down 6%. They have a GMBX factor of 3.5x. Huh. That's interesting to me. That one is actually interesting to me. I might go check that out. Don't know if I'll make a move, but I might go check that out. Dog with Hat. I already have a bag of that, down 6%. Might get more. It's got a GMBX factor of 1.98x. Yeah, because I think it's definitely going to go up. Just because of that, I think it's just going to go up. Bonk down 6%. This whole list is down. Bonk's down 6% with a 0.54x GMBX factor. Anybody else on there? ZK Sync is down 6%, 65% off their all-time high, and about 1.87 GMBX factor. Let's go see if there are any winners. Let's see. There aren't a lot of winners. It stops right there. Everybody else is moving laterally. Dogs, look at that, up 29%. I told you this is what wrecked. Whatchamacallit. This is what wrecked Toncoin. Up 29%. I could get in here because I bet you this is going to be a one penny coin. So I'm probably going to get in on some dogs. Anybody else I'm paying attention to? No. Not coin, move to the positive side, 5% over the course of the past 2 days. That's a good move. Again, I told you, I have a 5% rule. But if you've moved that 5%, I do take into account the day before and where you were, and that's a good move for Notcoin. Notcoin, by the way, has a GMBX factor of 2.0x, 2.60x. So I am paying attention. I do have a bag of Notcoin. Definitely have a bag. Let's see. Fear and Greed Index of 30. DeFi Llama, we're down to 88. Why? Total value locked. I told you a whole bunch of people got wrecked yesterday and overnight. So yeah, not that number is not unexpected. Let's see. Look at Bitcoin right there. Dropped big right here. Came up a little bit, dropped again to basically the same spot, just a little bit higher, and it's coming back up just a little bit. But I want you to pay attention to something. Still trading within this blue band. It's trading within a very tight space. The market is compressed within a tight area. Market's compressed in a tight area. This is why I tell you guys, you have to do your own research, and you do have to look at things, not just for the macro, but for the micro, meaning look at the whole market, but also look at individual coins. Also look at individual coins. So let's get over here. Here's Toncoin. This is why you look at individual coins. This is why. Because some coins are doing well and other coins are not. And you want to pick out who's doing well, and then you want to find out why they're doing well. Toncoin is actually going to start doing even better, I think. Why? Because of dogs. Just saying. I think there's stuff to go on right there. I think there's stuff to go on. So I'll probably dip into dogs for a little bit, see what it's like. Hold it for a little while, see what's going on. I mean, do I think it's going to return back to these lows? I think dogs is going to wind up being at least a 1 penny coin. So if it's a 1 penny coin, who am I to argue? I'm going to get in. I'm going to get in a little bit, see what happens. Even if I just take $100, just take $100, buy some dogs. 10x that turns into 1,000. I'm not going to drop $1,000 on it. Not going to drop $1,000 on it. But dogs could be big. I mean, I can't believe that the word didn't exist before. That's what's going to make it a hot coin. That's what makes it a hot meme coin. And I'm not a big fan of meme coins, but if it's going to make me some money, Papa needs a new pair of shoes. Just saying. So you look at everything that's going on right here. Ethereum taking a nosedive, taking it on the chin. However, as my big brother would say, pay attention to it. It's still up 10% year to date. Like one of the reasons why I keep telling you guys about the year to date number is because you can't go to a bank and make that kind of a number with a regular account. So if you invest wisely, you can still do well. You can still do well. I mean, look at BNB. BNB coin is at 73, almost 74%, right? Solana is at 44%. And I still look in between at all these cutoffs to see what kind of rhythm it's going to have. Remember, if I'm trading something, I'm paying attention to the rhythm. I'm paying attention to the rhythm. When I was doing stocks, when I was day trading stocks, I would pay attention to the rhythm. I got really good at figuring out the times of day that buys and sells mostly happened. Right? And I learned the hard way that Friday is a wreck day. So be prepared for Friday. Handle your business Monday through Thursday. Get the hell out of Dodge on a Friday. At least that's what it was back in the day. I'm looking at Doge. Doge is doing well. Doge is doing better year to date than Ethereum. I know that's painful. That's painful to see. Toncoin. How are you mad at 139% year to date? How are you mad at that? If you're like me, you're in that bucket. You're in that bucket or close to it. Let's see. Cardano is not doing well, down 40% year to date. That means if you bought at the beginning of the year, you lost 40%. Same thing with Avalanche, you're down 36%. Same thing with Chainlink, you're down 23%. Same thing with Polkadot, you're down 46%. Difference is a lot of those change. Polkadot, Chainlink, Avalanche, Cardano. They're each coming out with new stuff. They're each doing things. I told you, it is not easy to get into the top 25 coins. It's not easy. You gotta do some stuff. You've got to do some stuff. Show your worthiness. You've got to. That's why I thumb my nose at Dogecoin all the time. However, I have to take it very seriously. It's still number 8. It's still number 8. So that's why I keep telling people, got to pay attention to things. You must. You absolutely must. Don't sleep on the idea that, this coin is stupid, that coin is stupid, blah, blah, blah. Where are they? Where are they ranked? What kind of traffic are they getting? Because I can talk as much ish as I want about Doge. Excuse me. I think my son still has Doge. I might still have a little bit of Doge. That's interesting. But you got to show it some respect because it's maintained itself to be in the top 10 for a really long time. For Doge to drop out of the top 10, it won't be because it changed. I think it'll be because somebody like Toncoin comes along and just does better. Somebody like Cardano just comes along and does better. Avalanche, Shiba Inu, Chainlink, Polkadot. They just do things to boop, 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 boop. That's it. And don't sleep on Polygon. Polygon's changed from Matic to Pol, introducing new efficiencies and everything else, not just a name change. That's going to be big. It's going to be big. You're going to see developers. You're going to see a lot more building on certain chains. A lot more building. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. Check this out. We have a class on Sunday, this Sunday. You better tune in. It's a class on Sunday. You can sign up. There are 2 ways you can sign up. You could do it on YouTube. Send a super for, I believe it's $43. That will get me the $30 for the class. If you want to go and sign up directly on my website, it's growmybag.tv/classes. And you can sign up there. And what I'm doing is I'm collecting everybody's email address because that's what I need to sign you up, because that's the only way you're going to get the actual link. That's the only way. I'm not going to post the link publicly. So somehow, some way, I need your email address. Once I have that, you get the link to the meeting, and Sunday we are off to the races. I'll be sharing ideas on how to do your own research. It's only $30. That's one of the best classes you can get. So $43 on as a super on YouTube, not a hard thing to do. You should do it. We're expecting you. We've got a few people coming in, and I'm expecting a lively class. A lively class. Did I tell you I already have 33 resources for you to use to start your research endeavors? Yeah. Told you I'm not playing games. You're going to hear about some of my tips and tricks. People are already asking for a new meetup. So there's going to be a new meetup that's going to kick off the following Sunday. And that's only going to be for big baggers. So if you're a big bagger on YouTube or a big bagger, actually it's going to be a GMB big bagger on YouTube and a big bagger over there on the other spot, the actual website, you're going to be in on it. It's going to be a private 2-way street, not just a live. It's going to be a video conference, and everybody will be there. So I hope to see you. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the likes, and if you can, become a member. Memberships come with benefits. Have a good one. Bye-bye.